So today we're gonna talk a little bit about needles, okay? So here we have the one round liner. This needle is very, very thin, okay? And then we have the 3 round liner, okay, right here. Sorry, they're all dirty because I keep playing with them all day. Let me clean a little bit, okay? The 3 round liner. And then I have here the 5 round liner and the 5 round shader. Hold on. This is the 5 round liner. And this is the 5 round shader. I don't know if you can notice, but this is much, much bigger. It's not that bigger, it's because that's how it is. Let me show you guys here. So the 1 round liner is just a tiny little dot. The 3 round liner, the dots are very close together, okay? Very close together. Then the 3 round shader, they have a little more space. And then the 5 round liner is 5 dots, all close to each other, okay? And then the 5 round shader, they're a little further apart. So that's the difference. Now, when you're gonna use the liner or when you're gonna use the shader? So the liner, it's for lining. What that means, to make lines. Let's say if you wanna do an eyeliner design, right? So you're gonna make a line. So then you can use the liners. The shader, if you wanna do like a smoke eyeliner, or even for powder brows, because you want them to be a little spaced out, right? So most artists, they use the 1 round liner for everything. For brows, for lips, for eyeliner. Because this needle is really great. Does a beautiful, beautiful job. Especially if you're doing like a powder brows. You know those powder brows that you see tiny little dots all over it, but it still looks very natural. So that's the needle that most artists use for. So let's say you're gonna do, let's talk about eyeliner because everybody talks about brows, right? So eyeliner, if you wanna do then eyeliner design, you can use the liners. So let's say the one, what is the difference, right? From you using the 1 round liner to, let's say, the 3 round liner. The difference is the time you're gonna spend doing the eyeliner. Let me put both here very close together so you can see. Oh, see the difference? You can tell already. The 3 round liner, it's bigger, right? Has more needles there, has 3 needles. So of course, it's like you're coloring with the 1 round liner is like you're coloring with a pencil, and then the 3 round liner is you're coloring with those crayons, right? So it's gonna color much faster. So you really need to practice so you can understand when you're doing, you can feel the difference between them. The same goes for the 5 round liner. The 5 round liner is much more needles than the 3 round, right? Even though it's just 2 needles more, but if you see here, look at the difference. Hold on, I think this is the shader. Yeah, that was the shader, so look. So this is the 3 round liner, and the darker needle here is the 5 round liner. So you can see already that has more, right? So it's the same thing. If you're coloring with something very thin, you go back and forth, you make a thinner liner, right? If you color with something thicker, it's gonna make the liner thicker much faster. So that's the difference between the needles. If you're a beginner, I will recommend you to have the 1 round liner, the 3 round liner, and the 5 round liner, let's say. It's good to buy, you can buy needles mixed, and that's really cool because then you can really practice and you can see the difference between them, and you can see what you like more. So a good thing to remember is 1 round liner is gonna penetrate your skin much faster, okay? Much faster. If you think about those guys that walk on needles, they walk in thousands of needles, right? That's why the nails, let's say nail, right? The nails. So they walk in thousands of nails. So their foot doesn't go inside the nails. But put one nail there and tell someone to stand up on top of that. It's gonna penetrate their foot right away. So that's why the one round liner is great, because even though the job can take a little longer, it does penetrate the skin much easier. Now if you have a person with very sensitive skin, they may get, a little more sensitive with this, because really penetrates the skin really nice, and that can hurt their skin. They can feel more pain. So less needle, less pain, less needle, more pain. More needle, less pain. But that depends on your technique and how many years you're doing. As the years, as you get more experience, you learn better, and your client probably suffers more, right? So you can buy those boxes with all the mixed needles, so you can try. You should practice doing like a brow with one round liner. Here has some examples of brows that I did before. Here, look. So this is the shading with one round liner. You can see little dots over here. Oh, sorry, here. If you can see tiny little dots, right? Let's show, for example, this one. This one I did with one round liner. This one I did with 3 round liner. You can even see the deposit more pigment. And then the 5 round liner. To be truthful, the 5 round liner was so quick to do. Again, because it has 5 needles, right? So you're gonna do the job much quicker. You just need to remember, always practice, because it's very different when you have 1 round liner to 5 round liner, okay? Even though you're gonna deposit faster, you need to know that needle is really penetrating the skin. When you have more needles, it's gonna be, sorry, that needle went away. Let me get this other one. So when you have more needles, it's gonna be harder to penetrate your skin. Sorry, this is the 3 round liner. So this is the 5 round shader. So you have more needles, it's harder for penetrate your skin if you compare with the one. The one, look the difference. It's gonna go in your skin so easy. The 5 round shader, this is the shader. It's not gonna go easy like that. So you need to know how to hold your machine, how much pressure you need to put, because remember, it's not about putting a ton of pressure on your hands and hurting the skin of your clients. You never want to hurt their skin. So it's all about, you get used to the needles and know your pressure. You have to work on the superficial layer of the skin, but you also need to deposit the pigment. If you work very lightly, when the client comes after 30 days, you're gonna see has nothing left on their eyeliner or their brows. So you need to make sure that needle is going in and is depositing pigment, okay? But this video was more to talk about the needles, how different they are. Try to get a box if you don't have this. Try to get a box so you can start practicing. And when you feel comfortable practicing with them and you feel like you're getting a good result on your practice skin, then you can even try the magnums. But we're not gonna get into the magnums now. But if you want to do a nice job and you don't want to take so long doing it, I would definitely recommend trying the 3 round liners or shaders and the 5 round liner or shaders. Just remember, the liners is to make lines, the shader is to shade, right? Is to color better. Let's show another example. This one over here, I did with the 1 round liner. This was the eyeliner dust, right? Stardust, when you just want a little shading here, right? I could have used the shader, but these nice dots over here, you're never gonna get with those. You're gonna get much more beautiful dots with the 1 round liner. You could try with the 3 round shader and 5 round shader, but you will see, you'll not be as beautiful as this one. So that's good. That's why it's always good to practice, because you see really the difference on the way that the ink is deposited with the needles. Sometimes, you know, when you're trying practicing for the first time with a 5 round liner or 5 round shader, you're gonna feel it's a little different, but you know, keep practicing, you're gonna see, you get your mind and your hands get so well together as you practice that you can learn really quick. You know, don't get disappointed, just try, keep practicing, and you're gonna see your results are gonna be great. Bye bye guys. If you have any questions, just let me know.